Oh, okay.
And but he's a total jerk, you know. And he took off, and then Ron Russell come into the picture. Everything just started rolling along, you know. And I'm going, wow, man. And
All of a sudden you're in the news, and
yeah, yeah.
and they're saying Yogananda's long lost son,
And all of this that I've put behind me is in front of me again, you know.
not through any of your...
Yeah, and like I say, this was not a glorious thing for me. This had been an embarrassing situation for me all my life. Because you never want to, you know, hey, that was my mother.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm a little bastard. This isn't cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially in those days.
Yeah. And, you know, yeah, my mom went out and was messing around, you know, and I couldn't buy it, you know. I mean, I just, oh, man, it was so embarrassing. And it still is. I mean, you know, hey, face it, how would you like to have this situation on your lap? You know, yeah. It's not an easy one. No. You know, it isn't like people think that, oh, yeah, he's Yogananda's son, tra-la-la, you know. Yeah, there was no tra-la-la there. Yeah.
So then the article comes out, and then what happens next?
Well, it just, you know, we done these DNAs. Flynn cut my hair, took a bunch of hair samples.
The first time he was out?
Yeah, when he came here the first time.
Okay, because he wanted to...
And, well, yeah, he was going to do a DNA, you know, so time went on, quite a bit of time. And
so he wanted to prove whether you were or not, so he took your hair and was going to compare it against...
Yeah, and he took some of Peggy's hair, and we never did get any results. And so Peggy called him. She confronted him on it and said, hey, what's going on? We've never heard anything back, you know. And he says, well, it's inconclusive. You know, it was inconclusive. So then they say, okay, we'll do a DNA. And so I give him a blood sample, sent it to him. And they supposedly done a DNA, supposedly. There's no procedure to this, absolutely. I guess it was, oh gosh, what's his name?
One of the brothers?
Huh?
One of the brothers?
Yeah. Took it to India. And,
Vishwananda?
Yeah, Vishwananda. And supposedly.
Supposedly what?
He went to India and got another DNA.
From who?
A third cousin or something like this, third or fourth cousin. I mean, it's a long ways down the line. And who knows if they're legitimate? You know? I mean, this
so they came back and said, we went and got his relatives' blood,
yeah, and,
we compared it to yours.
And it's
not the same.
It's not the same.
You're not his son.
Yeah. So, no procedure. So, they did it again. Only, still no procedure. I mean, you're supposed to have an unbiased carrier that's licensed and bonded and all of the good things. And it was the same scenario again. And so they said, well, you know, it came back the same way. You're not. But it's not the case, you know. I mean, I know who I am. And if I'm not, my mother and I sure went through a lot of hell for nothing, man. Let me tell you. And, but I am. It's the way it is. I don't want their money. I've never wanted their money. I never wanted anything like that. Not only that, but there was already a lot of devotees that were terribly upset and hurt, and I didn't want to hurt these people. I mean, this is the last thing in my life that I would ever want, is to have somebody's faith destroyed, you know?
Right.
I just, that's not where I'm at. And I have more feelings than that. And I know for a fact that, you know, some of the people that I've met and known and have become good friends with that really suffered over it. You know, that Master was, you know,
Was
yeah,
a
just,
human.
yeah, he's a human. I mean, I don't think that I could do it, be a celibate man, you know, even as old as I am. I wouldn't want to try it. So, and to have an eye single to God and be celibate is next to an impossibility. You know, I mean, you will become monkey-minded.
Monkey-minded.
You know, because it's going to be...
So where is the situation now in terms of...
I have no idea.
Are you doing anything about anything?
No, I'm not. No.
You have no interest in proceeding
No,
there?
I don't want to do anything. I just want to be Ben. You know, I'm comfortable in my skin. I feel good about myself. And why would I want to do anything other than, you know? I feel blessed the way I am. I feel Yogananda's presence in my life. I know that he has helped me in my life, and that I wasn't completely abandoned. And when he passed to the other side, I know that he has looked out for us, my family, my wife, myself, and I feel like I've been guided by, and it will be that way, you know, and I accept that. And as far as Yogananda, he was a very spiritual man. He had great powers. He was very knowledgeable, and to uncomparing. And how would anybody try to fill his boots? I mean, there are ones that try that, Kriyananda and all of these people, but it can't be done. You know?
Right.
It just doesn't work.
So if...
So...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Hmm?
So if Yogananda was here today, listening to this, what would you want him to know?
That we really did suffer, because he kept his mouth shut, because he didn't fess up. You know, sometimes you have to fess up, and it didn't happen. Consequently, I'm not bitter about any of it at all. I didn't get an education like I should have. I might have been a total jerk if I would have been educated. You know, I might have been a totally different person. Fortunately, I've needed people in my life because I didn't have an education. If I would have been educated, I wouldn't have needed anybody. And I might have gotten an attitude about that, you know. So I don't feel bad about that, because I do have an education that money can't buy.
Right. Your experiences.
My experiences. I mean, you can't go to a school and get this, what I have. I mean, I'm a journeyman in how many different trades. Yeah. I feel successful for what I had to work with in my life. I feel very blessed and very successful.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And you have a real. You and your wife have been members of.
Right.
LDS.
Right.
Latter-day Saints since what?
And
what year?
78.
1978.
Right.
So you're very active in the church and have a lot of friends for
have a
30
lot of
years.
a lot of wonderful friends, you know, that are real friends. That if anything goes wrong or I need something, they're going to be here. You know,
right.
If I get sick and can't get down, you know, they're going to come with groceries for me. You know, these are the kind of friends that I have now. And they're wonderful people, you know, and they try to be good people. And I have a testimony of it, and I think it's the truth. And I've been around quite a bit of religion and tried religion, others, but it didn't work. I mean, it just wasn't.
You feel real comfortable and at home. You know?
And I feel comfortable. You know. And what more can you have? You know, we've never had a lot, but we've always had enough. There's always been room at this table for one more dish. And there's always been enough food to fill that dish. Mm-hmm. And what more can a person ask for? Yeah. And
well, Ben, thank you.
You're welcome.
For sharing. And I can tell that you're a blessed man, and I can tell by the way you live your life that Yogananda would have been very proud of you.
I hope so.
Is. Yeah.
I know he is, you know, because we've tried to live it. You know, we've really tried to live a good life.
Yeah.
And we have. It isn't that we tried,
no,
we did.
You've helped many people.
Yes.
Many people over the years.